Hello, my fellow comic book collectors. This is the grand finale, and we get into the big books. This has been a pretty big journey. There's been some pretty great books along the way, but now we're getting into the really big stuff. And we're going to start out with some Wonder Woman. So, for those who know me, I've been trying to get a complete run of Wonder Woman, which is from 1 through 329. And there's a few keys within the Wonder Woman run. Not that many, actually, strangely enough. But this is one of those keys. And this is number 37. Now, it's not a high grade or anything. It's a 1-0. It's a really low grade. But this is one of her major keys, because it's the first appearance of Circe. So, kind of a cool cover, too. So, Wonder Woman number 37. So, that's nice Golden Age Wonder Woman from 1949. And you can see, as I said, it's in really rough grade. Like, look, it's completely split. Big chunk missing out here. But the thing that I like about this comic was the fact that it presents well on the front. Except for this one piece missing. Actually, not even, there's no piece missing. It's just a little bit missing in the, like here and here. But it presents really well. So that's why I picked it up. So, and even in that grade, it's a pretty pricey book. Sadly so. So the next one is another slab. It seems like mostly slabs in this. Okay. They put in a whole bunch of mailers. Just trying to get it out. Oh, okay. This is kind of a cool book. This is Batman The Long Halloween. And it's in a 9.6. It's a fairly high grade. And it's number 1 from the series. And this is kind of a key because of the recent Batman movie. The plot in this is kind of the same as the movie. You know, that basically Batman's going around solving a serial killer's crimes. And it's kind of an interesting comic. I forget who the villain is. I'm trying to remember. It's not the Riddler. So the Riddler is the one in the movie. I believe it's Penguin. That's the one that does the crimes in this one. So, Batman and the Long Halloween. This book became very hot during the whole lead up to the movie. So, but I picked it up when the prices started to dip, and I got a really good deal on it. Okay, this next one. Oh, wow. Okay, so this is another really big book. And it's in really rough shape. It is not in the greatest shape. But it is a major key for Batman. And this is Batman 35. And this is the first appearance of Catwoman in the modern cat suit. So, if that makes sense. Let's see. I'm going to actually... It is in really rough shape. Hopefully, I'm going to try to... Normally, I wouldn't take a book out, but this one is loose. So I'm going to actually take it out. I wanted to see what the condition was like. And it's actually not as bad as I thought. The spine is a little rough up here. You can see it's in bad shape up there. But the lower part is quite good. So this is Batman 35, and I'm going to show you, since I have it. I figure it can't get any worse than it already is in terms of condition. Let's see if I can find the first Catwoman. One sec here. Oh yeah, here it is. I'm going to show it to you. You can see Catwoman in her more recognized costume. Now, the first Catwoman didn't look like this. She just had a cat mask. And that was in Batman number 3 that she made her first appearance as Catwoman. And this is where she gets her more traditional, the costume that we all know today for Catwoman. So this one was one I really wanted because I am a big Catwoman fan. So this was Catwoman's first appearance in her modern costume. So this is Batman number 35. Very major key. A lot of people don't realize how important this book is. And it's still, even though it is in low grade, it's still a pricey book. Any of these early Golden Age Batman are pretty expensive usually. I think I talked the guy down though. I think I got him down to like 500. So it's still pretty expensive. But for what it is, it's a classic. Okay. So, as I said, it's all big books in this unboxing. And we're going to do the first major slab one. And this is a very big key. This is Boy Commandos Number One. And it's in a really high grade, like a 7.5. This is from 1942. And it's the first appearance of Liberty Bell. And it's also the first appearance of the Boy Legion. And, or is it? I'm not sure. But yeah, it's the first appearance of Liberty Bell. So I collect a lot of these, like top 10 or top 100 sexiest women in comics. And Liberty Bell was one of them. So, I was trying to collect them all. So this book actually was part of an order that I had placed 6 months ago, or more than that, maybe 7 months ago, where I basically was paying in installments because this was a fairly pricey book. So yeah, so this is Boy Commandos Number One. And it's just a really great cover. You can, nice fire thing going on. You got all the Boy Commandos on the cover. It's not the first appearance of the Boy Commandos. I forgot what comic they made their first appearance in, but it was an earlier one. Okay, next. Okay, I'll leave this one for last. The big one I'm going to leave for last. Okay, this is not a major one, but it is kind of cool. I like this one a lot. I didn't pay much. This is like a $100 book. This is Susie number 73. And it's just a really great cover. I think it's actually one of her better covers. My favorite cover's up there of her. But this one is kind of similar to the Archie number 50 with Betty on the couch. And it's very similar. It's almost like an homage to it. But this is from 1950. And it's Susie Comics number 73. And the reason I picked this one up is I've been trying to pick up Ginger appearances in comics. So she made her appearance in several other comics other than Ginger itself. And this was one of the ones that had Ginger in it. So that's why I picked that one up. And I thought it was a really great cover. I just really liked it. Okay. Now, we get into the very final comic. And this one is one that I really, really wanted for a long, long time. It is considered to be the book that ushered in the Silver Age for DC. It is kind of the big, big comic of DC books for the Silver Age. It's probably the biggest. I would say it's the biggest book of the Silver Age for DC. And it is one that actually, so when I bought this, I paid $10,000 for it. So it was a pretty big book. It was one of the most expensive books I've ever bought. And it recently went into auction where it sold for $35,000 in the same grade. So I was like, oh, wow. So I was lucky I got it for what I did. It is showcase number 4. And this is the first appearance of the Silver Age Flash, Barry Allen. And it is just a mega key. It's like to me, one of the Grail books. I mean, my grade, it's a 2.0. It's not even that high of a grade. But it presents really, really well. You can see front and back. And it's just a really nice comic. It's a nice grade. Actually, I almost bought one for around $8,000. And it was a 0.5. But it was just so messed up. It was just like terrible looking. But I was happier to pay a little more, but get a nice higher grade. Like a grade that at least presents well. So this one is, I think it presents extremely well for 2. Nothing too major with it. Like you can see some little bit of issues up at the top here. But the cover itself is really sharp, which is the main thing. So this is Showcase 4, first Silver Age appearance of the Flash. So it's a kind of big book. I was super excited to get this in my collection. So yeah, I'm just really, really excited to have this. So first Silver Age appearance of the Flash, and it's considered to be the book that is the first Silver Age comic for DC. So that is it. That was my unboxing, and that was from 1956. So I appreciate everyone watching this. Please leave a comment below and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy these kind of videos. Thanks again for watching. Bye for now.